back with another video. Thank you again for everybody that's subscribing, liking the videos. Please leave your feedback in your comments. I want to know what y'all thinking. This Diddy saga continues. And there's proving there's more big freaks than we thought. And again, before we start and we read these messages and stuff like that, I just want to say abuse is never right. It's never right. The only problem with this situation that I don't like is that, well, Cassie already came out. She got paid, supposedly. Cassie came out. She got money, private settlement, supposedly. But now you're helping build a case against Diddy in this Fed case, which has just been a circus this whole time, because it's basically just showing that Diddy's just being a freak. Yeah, he beat Cassie, which is abuse. He should go to jail or suffer something from that, but he paid her. So they shouldn't be any jail for that. But we're not further in the case because I think they're trying to get him on the trafficking and all that other stuff, which I really don't understand, because it's grown-ass people that decided to go across country and have sex for money. And again, I'm not on Diddy's side or anybody's side. I'm just outside looking in and looking at what is presented to us. And all that's presented to us is showing that if you want to put it this way, Cassie was a hoe and Diddy was a pimp. Basically. Because there's no way you're my woman and I'm putting you out there to have sex with, and you're agreeing on it on top of that. That means I'm paying you. That's why it's later on in life I would say, damn, women like this are untouchable. You have to have all the money or whatever, but they all got psychological issues. Because there's no way in the world somebody would be doing this type of stuff to please their man. Which makes no sense to me. I would not be looking for escorts, anything to come to do no freak offs with me and my woman. Now, if it's a female I'm dealing with on the side, we're not in a relationship. Yeah, we get loose, do all that type of stuff, but I'm not into that stuff. That's why it doesn't make any sense to me. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. But let's go ahead and read some of the stuff. We're not gonna go over this one first. We're gonna go over the first day. So Cassie testifies that Diddy paid a male escort to have sex with her while she wore a masquerade mask during their first freak off. That should have been a red flag right there. Why are you still there? I don't care how powerful Diddy is. There was no way you were staying around like that. And there's plenty of women in this world that look pretty just like Cassie. So I don't get it. Some people will say, well, you don't know victims, they can't get away, this and that. Then don't come back 20 years later looking for money. Put them in jail. There's plenty of men doing jail right now for abuse. That's why I say it goes back to money. She had no business with that type of man in the first place. You guys go to these type of things, y'all want to be superstars, this and that. But y'all doing everything but music when y'all get over there. This is why I say money's not good for certain people. Especially women. They get around it, they just start acting certain ways, and then when they find the devil, all of a sudden, oh, I'm a victim, this and that. No, you went into the situation for the wrong reasons. That's why certain people can't feel the side with her. Yeah, you. That's why you'll side with somebody that's being abused or something like that. But once you hear the backstory and what they were doing and how long they stayed just for money, come on, man. The second one says she said she took ecstasy and alcohol before the encounter, which happened in Diddy's LA home. Again, like I always say, you guys are out here, you guys are taking drugs, trying to make an excuse for the actions you're about to do, which you shouldn't be even doing in the first place. That's why I understand when they tell y'all to live a moral life. Y'all say, forget that, I'll do my, and then you end up in situations like this. Unless you were chained, held against your own will, this and that, like real women that get trafficked, they were drugged, they wake up in one state, they're probably out the country, they don't know what's going on. Now I can say, oh, okay. But you were just with a rich boyfriend that was into freaky stuff, and you participated in it. And next it goes to say Cassie testified there were weekly freak-offs for freaky ass niggas for years, often involving hard drugs like Molly, cocaine, GHB, and mushrooms. She said Diddy required her to be glistening with Johnson baby oil, including once getting into a kiddie pool full of baby oil at his request. What, you a freaky ass boy. Cassie says she was urinated on repeatedly by Diddy and other men during freak-offs and described choking from urine in her mouth, calling it disgusting and traumatic. Now I gotta figure out how much was he giving, how much money was he giving you during the time for you to be involved in this type of stuff? It doesn't make any sense to me, man. And back in the day, I used to be a freak, but not to this peeing in people's face. And I don't even think I met a girl that's willing to do this type of stuff. Unless I was holding up a gun to her head. I don't care what type of threats he gave you. She told the jury she had to spread another man's semen on. Come on, Diddy, you nasty, man. And emphasize she not want to do it. Freak-offs happen in multiple cities, including Miami, NYC, Atlanta, Ibiza, and hotels across the country. She said she used Craigslist to find male escorts for Diddy's requests early on. Early on. Now that I definitely believe. Craigslist has some freaks on there, random people that's looking to do these type of stuff. And this is before. Remember, this is probably before OnlyFans times and stuff like that. Backpage and Craigslist was the places where these guys were going to get females. I don't know about male escorts, but obviously that's where they were finding them also, because they promote on these type of sites. Drugs were essentially just a disassociated and get through the encounters, with Cassie saying she hated the freak alls and had no one to talk to. Yeah, but that's the same thing with strippers or females that are in the sex trade. It's understandable. You got to take these drugs. It's not a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a lot of them that want to do this. The drugs just make you forget. But again, this is why family is important. People get taught to be grounded, so you don't have to go through these certain things, especially females. This is why fathers need to be in their lives, So your daughters won't be out here selling themselves or getting involved with a man that got them doing this nonsense. Who would want their woman for somebody else to be touching their woman like that? And Cassie's a pretty girl. She could have got any type of man. But you ain't involved in this nonsense. Money is making y'all go crazy, man. I gotta chill, bruh. Nah. This is, I think, second day, third day. I'm not sure. So now they're reading the text messages. Combs. This is August of 2009. This is, again, well before OnlyFans and all that type of stuff. When do you want to freak off? LOL. Cassie, I'm always ready for them freak offs. Cassie, that does not look good. This goes back to what we were talking about. You just sued Diddy, civil court, to try to get some bread because he's being abusive. And he had you in these freak offs. So we were talking. Remember, we were talking. They spoke about the freak offs before, but they didn't say exactly what was going on. Now we're getting all the tea. Messages like this tell me you was down with it. But at the same time, she could just be playing her part, you know what I mean? Saying what he wanted to hear. But it could be that too. So you just never know. The only problem is, again, she sued him. Why are you in court during the federal case giving them evidence? You should have got your money and done with Diddy after that. Because I don't even think this is why he's going to jail. They're just trying to paint a picture. Trying to put him in jail over freak offs. They're trying to put him on prostitution charges, cross-border charges, and trafficking. For grown-ass adults on top of that. That willingly said they were coming. That got paid to come. Again, Diddy's not a good guy, but y'all all in it together. That's the issue. It's like, yeah, blame it all on Diddy, but no, I was at that freak off getting loose too. Come on, man. What y'all talking about? So now they're cross-examining, questioning Cassie, and pretty much this is one of the guys that was in the room giving the back and forth, and it's saying that again, Cole says, when do you want to do a freak off again? I'm always ready for freak offs. I can't wait to watch you. I want you to get real hot. Me too. I want to. And then Cassie says, me too. I want it to be uncontrollable. I would have got more. I probably got to look for you, but just based on that, guys, that shit don't look good. For the fact that you're trying to demonize the man for making you have sex with other men and do these freak offs and this and that, but you got messages saying you were down for it. Tell you the truth, I don't even know why Cassie is there. You already sued the man. I'm trying to figure out what are they trying to get him on exactly? Being a freak? This case don't look good, but let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy PrimeTimePat. Yeah, shit don't look good, y'all.